Hi, Priscilla Fernanda. How are you doing today, beautiful?
I guess I am doing just okay.
Let's make all of this better. Please share with us what's going on in your life. You have precisely 1 minute to tell us exactly who you are and what's going on with you.
Yeah, my name is Priscilla. I'm 28 years old. I already have a child from an extremely abusive relationship, and I met a guy on Tinder 2 months ago. We were getting to know each other, and I ended up doing everything wrong, everything wrong. I rushed things, pressured him to ask me to be his girlfriend, but then I found out I was pregnant by him, and now he doesn't want to be with me. He says he'll take responsibility for the child, but he doesn't want anything with me. He simply hides me from his family. The only ones who know I'm pregnant are his sister and brother-in-law. No one else knows anything. And I don't know how to act because I don't want to talk to him, and he keeps coming after me.
Okay?
I go to his house, but he has a second child who is actually living with the mother, right? And his relationship with his ex is good. Their relationship is very good.
These are two entirely distinct situations that we need to analyze. One is your own personal relationship with him, and the other is his important role and relationship as a father. Not necessarily just because you are going to have a baby together, that means you will be a couple. So I think that's the first thing that needs to be very clear. It is not necessarily the case that because he now has a child with you, yet still doesn't fully commit to you in a serious relationship, it makes him a bad person. However, it does make him quite irresponsible, yes, like, come on, man, you should have used a condom. Yeah, like you already have a child, right? How are you going to have sex? You get it? That makes him an irresponsible guy. That also really makes you question why you didn't take much better care of yourself before. And here, no one is going to judge you, but it's for us to analyze this. And one very important thing to keep in mind is this. Oh, he really doesn't want to share this with his family. Okay, that is completely his personal right to decide. What is his responsibility? Paying child support and giving assistance to the child is one thing, yes. But being in a committed relationship with you, like the whole happy little family with a mom, a dad, and the kids, well, that is a different story. What's the best thing to do now? You two should really try to seek peace between yourselves. Peace. And it is also quite possible that at some point later on down the road, he feels much more relaxed and calm and decides to share the details with others about what happened. What we need to understand now is that everything is still very recent. It's like a wildfire spreading fast. You haven't had time to think about it yet. He hasn't really had much time to sit down and think about it yet either. So this next big step of him telling his ex, talking to his grandmother, and eventually telling everyone else, I truly believe that since he is such a good guy and is fully taking responsibility as a father, all of this will naturally happen. Now, how would I personally approach your relationship? At the very beginning, you two really just need to focus on being friends, simply good friends for a while. That is the single most important thing right now. At this moment, there is absolutely no room for relationship games and no room for playing hard to get. It might be that this eventually happens down the road. Maybe as you talk, you look at each other and say, wow, after all, you are a really good guy. Or, wow, you are a truly great woman. Maybe we should give it a try. None of this is impossible to have happened. When we stay calm, especially in the midst of chaos later on, we end up being grateful for it. If he turns his back on you, if he stops talking to you, if you choose to turn your back on him, or if you simply refuse to speak to him anymore, if both of you start, each one with your own stubbornness, this will turn into an unfolding snowball of unnecessary extra arguments. What is the very best thing that could happen? It's for you to live in peace with each other. Let's make this child a reason for joy, but in a light-hearted way, which is definitely possible. All right, handsome, how old are you?
28.
And you said, how old is he?
28.
28. All right. Okay, my friend, I definitely get it. It is quite a lot to handle, for such a short time when you still don't have much life experience yet. Everything will work out fine as long as both of you can keep your heads and just decide to be friends. Focus on the friendship, All right, gorgeous.
All right. Thank you so much.
I was wondering if I could get a picture of your baby.
All right.
Once he is born, I really want you to tag me in your stories and say, Van, do you still remember me? I'll remember you, Priscilla Fernanda.
I'm your student, Van.
Ah, you wonderful thing. I want to see a picture of that baby.
All right.
Okay?
That sounds good.
A big kiss to you, lots of light on your path, and everyone here will be rooting for you too.
Thank you. Goodbye for now.
Kisses.